friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them, stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 lunch, 80 lunch. Long as I got stuff from most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts of how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88, 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm sewing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them, stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch, the milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 lunch, 80 lunch. point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to English, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts of how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. A nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. They come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it. And hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. Stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 lunch, 80 lunch. I had enough heart for most of them, long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to English, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon, clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts of how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith and Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. A nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm sewing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket. Rob him while it's...
Right.
All right, man. Well, man, a lot of news just wants to break at 4 o'clock today, so I apologize for that. Just getting some stories together for you guys, and man, we have a loaded episode for you guys, man. So,
Oh, yeah.
with that, man, what is going on, guys? We're back with yet again another edition of the Notorious podcast, man. This is episode 144 of the news, man. If you guys did miss this past Monday's edition of Unscripted, and also this past Wednesday's edition on WWE possibly being sold to the Saudi Arabian Public Investment Fund, I believe. You got yes, and if you guys did miss that, and Stephanie McMahon resigning as CEO, co-CEO from WWE, you guys can now watch the another episode of Breaking News, another edition of Breaking News from Wednesday. You guys can now watch both of those on all platforms, man. Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. If you want to see it first, join us right here on YouTube every Monday for Notorious Unscripted, after Monday Night Raw, and whenever some breaking news decides to drop, like the news we've been, covering over the week. And man, with the news that's dropping today, I am so glad we got a lot of those breaking news stories out of the way, because we would genuinely have like 20 stories to go over. However,
I swear to God.
However, Yes. Yeah, man. So yeah, if you guys did miss breaking news, it was that definitely ties into a lot of what we're going to talk about on here. It was a great episode of breaking news. Some people want to come out and say that this is already just some fake news. Saudi Arabia is no longer buying the company because they think that you can buy a $1 billion company overnight. But that's besides me.
Literally.
Um, just idiot wrestling fans. Sometimes you really hate wrestling fans. Obviously, I love wrestling fans when they're wrestling fans like you guys who join us
Literally.
here when we're on. But man, some of them, bro, some of them just kill you. I mean, you guys know. I don't got to tell you guys, man. But yes, if you guys did miss that, and also again unscripted, the title of unscripted. Are we already starting to see Vince McMahon-isms in WWE television? Again, both of those, you can watch those on all platforms now. Again, Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. And if you want to see it first, after Monday Night Raw 4 Unscripted every Mondays. And whenever some breaking news decides to drop for another edition of Breaking News, man. So, yeah, man. If you guys have not got a chance to get your hands on some of the official Notorious podcast merchandise, you guys can now find this live on bonfire.com, man. Link is at the top of the description of this video, man. It is also in either mine or Sir social media pages, man. All 8 of these designs available in more than just a hoodie, man. You got the Chicago flag design, the skyline design, the base logo, the Riddler-inspired IWC's Best Kept Secret shirt, man. The Scratch logo, the only community that matters, the uncrowned kings of the IWC, and the Christmas merch, man. And with that, again, all 8 of these beautiful designs are available on bonfire.com. Link, again, is at the top of the description of this video and in either mine or Sir social media pages, man. Not hard to find whatsoever, man. Also, if this is your first time watching, you guys do not know who we are here at the Notorious Hills Podcast. I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. How's it going, man?
Going good, man. Going good. Just been doing my normal thing, man. Other than the fucking crazy ass news, it's been same, bro. Just been chilling out, doing my normal thing, man. Just hanging out, man. Just every time I look at my phone, I get a fucking new
Dude.
notification about some piece of fucking news. Some fucking somebody's buying this, somebody ain't buying that. This person's taking control. This person's keeping control. What the fuck, man? Yeah, it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. But in terms of life, man, I've been good. Like Durante always asks, man, how's life? How's the family? Life's good, man. The family's good. What about you, Durante, Logan, Bell? How you guys doing in chat, man? What about you, bro? How you doing?
Man, yeah, pretty much the same as you are, dude. I'm good, man. I'm good. Everything's good. Um, everything's been pretty good, man. But yeah, I mean, geez, it almost is reminding me, well, not almost, actually worse from All Out. That
Oh, yeah,
news. I mean, it's just, I believe Bell says it here, man. Just it's the word she uses is burnout, but the word I'm gonna use, similar, is it's just draining, man. I mean, it's very draining. I mean, golly, it's like every time I hear ding, it's like I look over and it's just something, just some crazy shit going on, company wise in WWE. I mean, my God, man. Just
literally, man.
jeez. So other than that, man, I'm good. Other than that, man, I'm good. As Durante always asks, man, I'm good. Family's good. And what about you, Durante? And what about you, Logan, Bell, and everybody that may be coming in the future, man? But how the hell are you guys? And thank you guys for being here as always, man. We definitely have a lot to talk about. So yeah. So first off, let's we got this bad boy here. The first edition of the year of the All Elite crate. Obviously, we've been unboxing these on stream ever since we've got them. We got the first one was the Adam Cole and Adam Hangman Page shirt. That was I believe the Revolution crate. The Double or Nothing crate was Punk and Britt Baker. The All Out crate was Samoa Joe and the Young Bucks. Even though Oh no, Samoa Joe came back at All Out. Damn, he wasn't even on the show. Yeah, and that was it, man. And now the what I believe to be the Full Gear crate is upon us, man. So let's go ahead and rip this bad boy open, so we can show you guys what the quarterly goods were for the quarter. All right. All right. So this is how it's gonna work. I'm gonna read you guys off this card here that explains everything in the crate. Let me move some stuff around here. All right, I'm gonna read you guys off this card here. Obviously, on this side it says Revolution. Oh, this is the Revolution crate. Okay, so the Double or Nothing crate was Adam Cole and Hangman, and then the All Out crate was Punk and Britt Baker. Oh boy, how telling that was. CM Punk was on the All Out crate. Full Gear crate was then Joe and the Young Bucks, and now this is the Revolution crate. So it says, take photos or post an unboxing video and tag us and hashtag All Elite Crate. One lucky subscriber wins 2 front row tickets to AEW Dynamite. The other side of the card contains spoilers for the crate. So let's go over the spoilers, man. All right. So the first shirt we have is Excellence. That is the name of the shirt, and it is FTR. It is FTR shirt, man. And the next shirt is called Hellraiser, and it is a Blackpool Combat Club shirt. Now, for the super cool stuff that everybody buys the All Elite crates for, forget the shirts, we have the Thunder Rosa Micro Brawler. The next one is my favorite, and this is the reason I get the 2-shirt crate. The Best of Dark Elevation Volume 1 DVD.
Best of Dark Elevation. Good lord.
I didn't know there was best stuff on there. However, Jericho versus Moxley 2020 poster. Revolution 20 poster. Jay Lethal autographed 8x10.
Oh, hell no. The logo of that, but
MJF label pin. Okay.
alright. Decent.
Orange Cassidy super kick socks. All Elite Wrestling luggage tag. And the Acclaimed sticker pack. I really thought they were going to give the Acclaimed some scissors, but
that would have been dope.
That would have been really dope. However, they got some stickers. So these were all of these are the reason why I do not get the full crate. This is why I only get the 2-shirt pack. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this FTR shirt, and Sir K is going to go ahead and do the honors for the Blackpool Combat Club shirt. All right, man. So here it is. Here it is, the All Elite crate. Let me get this mic out of the way so you guys probably won't be able to hear me for just a second. Yeah, man, so there it is, the FTR shirt for the month. It says Top Guys, Tag Team Wrestling Specialists, Dax and Cash, FTR, Pro Wrestling Excellence. This is the... and then it's got the 7 stars for 7-star. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it has the 7 stars for 7-star FTR. So this is the FTR shirt for the month. Top Guys, man. Pretty cool. I love it.
Oh yeah, man. Plus, I haven't had a red shirt in so long.
I swear.
I think since my old Johnny Whistle shirt from fucking 2018.
Johnny Gargano.
No, not at this point, man. Especially not at this point.
All right, man. Go ahead and show ahead us the Hellraiser, man.
Let's see this Hellraiser, bro. It is this Blackpool Combat Club shirt, man. Forged in combat. Covered in blood, man. Ooh, and the red Blackpool Combat Club logo goes pretty hard. I like this shirt, man. I like this shirt a lot.
I do. All their merch is very solid.
All their merch is pretty solid, man. Yeah, it's a nice shirt, man. I really like it. I really like it.
Pretty sweet, man.
2 good ass shirts again, man.
Another banger for the All Elite crate. Always love getting Blackpool Combat Club merch. All their sayings are cool, their logo's cool, so you'll never hear me complain.
Exactly, man. Exactly. I love it. That shit's heat.
Yeah, man. So that was your Revolution crate for the first crate of 2023. So for his boys.
For his boys?
Yeah, who are his
Oh,
boys?
you talking about if TK buys them? He going, well, we'll get that Shield triple threat. He ain't joining them, though.
Yeah, no.
That
Yeah,
Shield
man.
triple threat would go nuts.
Yeah, man, definitely, bro. Yeah, you definitely never hear me complain about getting some Blackpool Combat Club merch. I love how it's like the silver covered in blood, pretty cool, man.
I
And then the
love it.
red logo, pretty sick. And then that FTR shirt goes nuts. So, yeah, man. Yeah, so those are your crates, or those are your shirts for this quarters crate. And yeah, man. So very interesting because on yesterday's edition of FTR with Dax Harwood, they talked about they talked about Dax talked about how he was granted time off from AEW, and he was talking about how he said his contracts are up in April. So they're done at the end of May, and he said, he did say, by the time, whatever they decide to do next, by the time of it's going to be the end of FTR. They are going to go into retirement after the end of their next deal, whatever they do next. He also said, Matt Kuhn asked him, his partner asked him, what is the does the news that is broke over the past couple days, obviously talking about Saudi Arabia, skew Dax's decision? Dax is very honest. That's one reason why I've really been loving his podcast. He said he would be lying if he said it didn't. He said absolutely it changes his decision, or at least skews his decision. So and he also said, and the reason I'm telling this is because it ties into the Revolution crate. Revolution is in March. FTR is on the March crate. Dax said that they were granted a couple months off to recuperate for their great year of 2022, which they did have a great year. And he did say in there that he doesn't know how long they will be out. He doesn't know if they'll sit out the rest of his contract, and he doesn't know what they're going to do. And with them being on this Revolution crate, obviously you guys could see at the top there, it says Revolution 2023 crate. It makes me think they're not sitting out their entire contract, and it almost makes me think they're going to come back with a certain somebody.
Dude, especially after what Punk posted, I think either today or yesterday, who he was hanging out with.
He was in LA. And
Literally.
You know what? As a matter of fact, I believe I seen in that picture he has a jacket on that is a LA Forum jacket. It is a zip up that says Forum, and it has the LA Forum on it, which is where they were for Dynamite. I don't know, man. And
I think he might be back. Mm-hmm.
It kind of looks like he's wearing the All Elite Crate red FTR shirt, unless that's something
very
else.
Well could.
So
they very well could be.
Yeah, so that's funny. But I don't know. I think FTR is going to sit out until Punk comes back, and I think the Elite may, whether they lose or win against the House of Black, I think sometime they're getting confronted by CMFTR, which I have CMFTR displayed in my display case because that is a faction that we've seen one time, but I really loved it. I mean, it just goes so well together.
It does, man. It really does. And I think that's the perfect direction for them to go with that, man. Elite versus CMFTR. It doesn't even have to be for the titles. It could be great without it, man. So
So that
I'm
that
down
was
for either way.
that was my thing. Is do you have the House of Black win and then just have that be a money trios match, or do you put the trios titles on the line and then have House of Black go out and do other single stuff? Because I would be opposed to both. I would be opposed to the House of
Yeah,
Black winning the trios titles. What I would also be opposed to is Malachi Black versus Darby Allin for the TNT Championship. I would be
that shit.
opposed to that. And I would be opposed to Brody King and Buddy Matthews going after the Acclaimed. Um,
Mhm.
I would also be opposed to Buddy Matthews possibly going after the All Atlantic title, even though I don't
Yeah,
really care about that. That's why I would rather see him go for the tag team titles. And Malachi, I would have Malachi go for the AEW championship, but I think if one of the guys you want to have beat MJF is Adam Cole, maybe you go the direction of Adam Cole versus Malachi Black after that.
fire.
So I think that would be pretty cool, man. But unfortunately, it would mean the House of Black takes an L. Unless they haven't really been on TV much, unless they're dropping the storyline because they know they're going to do. Did I say opposed to it? I would be for it. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad. I would be for that. I would definitely be for that. And my bad, bro. This fucking news got me all messed up. I believe there's a story that Triple H and Stephanie are opposed to the WWE sale, so that's where my misvocabulary went. But I would be for that. I would be for that. Definitely would like to see that happen. I mean, again, it would mean the House of Black either takes an L or, like I said, they drop the storyline, with the Elite for now, and they do CMFTR versus the Elite instead. I think that'd be a little better.
Man, definitely. Either way, I'm fucking down for it, man.
Yeah, and also it would aid the TNT Championship by putting it on consistent people that the fans like, or that the fans appreciate. Darby Allin, then putting it on Malachi Black, who's another fan favorite in AEW. I think that's the right way to go. I think gone are the days of the TNT Championship being an experiment for people. I think if you do want to have an experiment title, it's the All Atlantic title, because let's just be honest, nobody gives a fuck about that championship, man.
No, it means nothing.
So if you wanted to, use the All Atlantic Championship for some good, don't put that on big names, but put it on your experimental names. A guy like Konosuke Takeshita, a guy like, a guy that you want to see how he can do with the championship. Maybe you put it on just kind of your lower tier guys that are still good. Maybe you put it on. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. Of course, I can't think of any names right now, but yes. However, that is what I would say you do with them. But I do think FTR kind of waits it out until Punk comes back, and I think the tune has significantly changed, especially with all this Road Dogg stuff with Dax, where Dax again blasted him, and went back on, Road Dogg's little apology video, pretty much calling everything he set out to be bullshit. FTR ain't going back. I highly doubt they go back.
I doubt it at this point.
Yeah, I highly, highly doubt they go back, man. So that is that. I think they're staying with AEW, definitely, for sure, man. So with that, our first bit of news, we'll definitely come back to Dax Harwood. We have a story about him. All right, man, let's start this long train of WWE company stories. All right, man. So, what everyone's talking about, man, Tony Khan. Tony Khan is in the potential pool of buyers for the WWE. Okay,
It's
so
crazy.
A report emerged that WWE agreed to sell the company to Saudi Arabia. However, those rumors turned out to be false, as reports have stated WWE has not been sold to Saudi Arabia. According to a report by Barron's, the Wall Street Journal's sister publication, noted that Tony Khan and his father are in the pool of potential buyers for WWE. It was added that they could look for a financial partner to acquire WWE. All Elite Wrestling, the top rival of WWE, led by Tony Khan and his family, is in the pool of potential buyers for the WWE. A person close to the potential transaction told Barron's, adding that the Khan family will likely look for a financial buyer to acquire the asset. Tony Khan's father, Shahid Khan, a co-owner of AEW, already owns the football team, Jacksonville Jaguars, and the English soccer club, Fulham Football Club, indicating that the duo have deep pockets. The Rock is also unlikely to purchase WWE. I didn't even know that was a thought. We will have to wait and see whether Tony Khan will end up purchasing the WWE. Guys, so being wrestling fans, of course we want to laugh at this and think about how WWE would be under Tony Khan. And one of the best parts for me is thinking about how funny WWE fans would absolutely lose their fucking marbles over this on Twitter. I mean, if you want to speak about this from a fantasy perspective, I think it would be pretty cool if he kept the two companies separate and there wasn't, that many mergings. I think if you kept them separate and had, these guys, kind of how Ring of Honor is. You have, it's not, ROH isn't owned by AEW, it's owned by Tony Khan, right? So the two companies are separate, and I think if Tony Khan were to let Triple H do business on his end, and Tony Khan continued to do business on his end, and then let's say we have a Forbidden Door, and then maybe we have another special show out of the year, like maybe like a Survivor Series, or not Survivor Series, because, you want to keep that a WWE thing. You want to keep things separate. Maybe you do another special show. And you do crossovers one time a year, and leave it at that. You know what I mean? Don't heavily focus in on crossovers, but, just one time a year where you get your dream matches, you do a stadium show, and you do it in a cool place every year. Maybe you do it in Chicago, or maybe you do it in the UK. Maybe you bring a show to Canada. Just do it in those big markets where people are going to want to see a Seth Rollins versus a Kenny Omega one time a year, and that's it. But obviously, guys, let's be real. Vince McMahon is absolutely never the only way Vince McMahon is selling this company to Tony Khan. Let's say Vince wants to sell all the assets for $5 billion, right? For example, the second he's here, or the second Tony Khan emerges as a possible buyer, Vince McMahon is then going to charge this man $10 billion. He is never, ever, ever, ever in a million years selling this company. If Vince McMahon found out Tony Khan bought WWE, he may fall over and have a heart attack, bro. And then Triple H would probably do the same after him.
Because neither of those two like the fucking guy for various different reasons, man. They're both of those two would go and just collapse at the same time, bro. They hear that fucking news.
And again, WWE would rather sell their company to a country that does not at all give a flying fuck about the company itself. Let's just get that out of the way. They would rather sell the company to Saudi Arabia than Tony Khan. That just goes to show how much they do not like Tony Khan. So he, again, the only way he's buying the company is if he's buying it for double, triple the price of what they would be asking anybody else. Let's just get that out of the way. So some news has came along with Tony Khan and wanting to buy WWE. So just hours after Barons.com's reporting that Shad and Tony Khan's interest in buying WWE, CNBC is reporting they are interested in merging AEW and WWE. CNBC cited people familiar with the matter when they reported on AEW's interest to merge with WWE. They confirmed previous reporting about the Khan family possibly partnering with a strategic media company to share the intellectual property while merging the two wrestling companies. People who CNBC spoke with did not want to be named because of the private nature of the discussions. The story states that this is a long shot scenario and AEW has not had talks with Vince McMahon or Nick Khan. It was also noted the reports that the Khans are open to talk about a potential role for Vince McMahon after the sale, but those talks have not yet happened. WWE is hoping to have the company sold by mid-2023, and with that, their sale will most likely be mid. Tony Khan, obviously, is my first candidate to buy the fucking company, because I would just love to see that, and I would love to see a man who loves professional wrestling finally topple the juggernaut. And Vince McMahon's role, you may ask? Well, my buddy, you are the WWE headquarters official water boy. You are the valet Parker at the WWE headquarters. When I pull up, you take my fucking keys and go find me a damn spot. And then you walk your ass back to the fucking door with my keys until I come out of my office that is Vince McMahon's old office. So, that big T-Rex skull you have in your office, sir, that is mine now.
I'm taking it home, motherfucker.
That is mine. So that is Vince McMahon. That would be Vince McMahon's new role for me if I was Tony Khan. You are valet. You can also ride me around in a fucking golf cart so I don't have to walk to my office. Instead, you can drive me there again on my luxury golf cart. So, with that, is okay frozen? Okay, apologize for that. We had a little buffer from Mr. K. But regardless, yes, that is your new role, Vince McMahon. If we want to talk about roles, in the company, yeah, Vince, that is your new role. You can ride me around this motherfucker in a golf cart and bring me to my office, which again is Vince McMahon's old office. So there you go, Mr. Vince. That is your new role within the company. Yeah, guys, as funny as this would be to see happen, and as
It's
fun as we can make this to just kind of play around with fantasy wise, and as fun as that would be, listen, guys, it's just not happening,
it's
bro. It's just not
Vince
happening.
will never allow that to happen, bruh. He will put the price to that company to fucking 20 billion if TK throws his hat in there, man. So
Yeah.
it's not gonna happen. It would be awesome for the reaction alone by the fans. Um, obviously TK would have won, which would be just nuts. They would have really WCW their ass, which that would have been hilarious, man. But it's not happening, bruh. Not only financial wise, it would just be a hassle for them to have to do that. But not only Vince ain't allowing that, man. Vince ain't allowing that at all.
Hell no. Hell no. Vince McMahon, Vince, again, the only way Tony Khan owns WWE is over Vince McMahon's dead body. And probably not even that either, because according to a different story we'll go over after this AEW and WWE story, it doesn't look like it would happen over Triple H's body either. So, or Stephanie McMahon's. However, Tony Khan is interested in buying WWE and merging it with AEW. In the latest twist of potential sales of the potential sale of WWE Saga, Tony Khan has emerged as one of the parties interested in buying the company. A report from Barron's claimed AEW, owned by Tony Khan and his father Shahid Khan, were in the pool of potential buyers, and that the Khan family will likely look for a financial partner in the acquisition of WWE. Alex Sherman of CNBC later gave some insight to Tony's plans. They gave some insight into Tony's plans, stating that it would be to purchase the promotion, and then he would look to merge WWE with AEW. And that right there is exactly why Vince McMahon would never, ever, ever allow that to happen.
No, exactly. If they was doing two separate companies, it could be feasible in a way. Not if he's merging them bitches. Ain't no
No.
fucking way, bruh.
Hell
Ain't no
no.
way.
Could you imagine Vince McMahon sitting in WWE headquarters while Tony Khan has given him no other choice but to pretty much sit back and do nothing and let Triple H run the fucking show?
He'd be fucking pissed. He'd be so fucking angry, man.
Meanwhile, there's so many fucking factions on television that Vince McMahon's head's about to explode. We all know how much he hates factions. I mean, bro, that is exactly right there. Should tell you all you need to know. Again, as funny as it is to play around with this, I wouldn't want them to merge either. I would like to keep them separate as well. But as funny as this is to play around with, guys,
It's
this will never in a million fucking years happen, bro.
although it would be hilarious to see TK coming out to No Chance in Hell.
Oh yeah,
That
even
shit would
better,
be
man.
hilarious.
That's
He
Tony
takes the
Khan's
fucking
theme
theme
song
song.
now.
The song just hits. Everyone thinks it's Vince, and just TK walks out there.
It's not Shade.
Oh my god,
It's
it's not
me.
Vince. It's me.
So, man, Triple H and Stephanie McMahon are reportedly, and this is why that this Tony Khan buying WWE story would never even happen under Triple H or Steph. According to Axios, Stephanie McMahon and Triple H had opposed a sale of WWE. Stephanie resigned from her position as co-CEO and chairman of the board on Tuesday, meaning Nick Khan is now the sole CEO, with Vince McMahon being reelected as executive chairman of the board. As of now, Triple H remains as WWE's chief content officer. WWE announced today that it has retained the Rain Group LLC as financial advisor, Kirkland and Ellis LLP as legal advisor, and August LLP as strategic communications advisor to support WWE's management team and board of directors in connection with review of strategic alternatives to maximize value for all WWE stockholders.
Man, that's crazy, man. They didn't even want it to be sold, man. They're opposed to the idea, and people think they're staying, man. I
Dude,
hate to see it, man.
let's get one thing straight. For all of the dumb fucks who wanted to tell me that, oh, the only reason Stephanie left is because she wanted her vacation. Oh, Stephanie didn't want to be there in the first place. Do you think Stephanie... So not only did Sir K give you a fantastic reason on breaking news as to why, one of the reasons why Stephanie McMahon retired, Bell, in our comment section a couple videos ago, it might have been breaking news or it was unscripted, I'm not sure, gave 3 great reasons as to why Stephanie may have resigned, and I'm going to give you another reason. It's an obvious one, but I'm going to say it just because it's the obvious thing to say. So, Sir K gave you guys the realization Stephanie McMahon may have resigned because Saudi Arabia will pay a lot of money for this company. However, are they really going to want to pay money for a company that has a woman as a co-CEO of the company? Another reason. Don't you think Stephanie McMahon resigned because she's not on board with with where the company's going in terms of she doesn't want a sale to go through. She does not want to sell the company. However, it seems like, don't you think it might have been a little frustrating for Steph, being that she's a CEO, yet her father is just coming back into the fold and taking everything away from her?
Yep. Why would you stay? What would be the point of staying?
And I believe
Yeah.
one of the other reasons that Bell had gave us, like I said, I believe it was in the breaking news comment section. Stephanie may know that another shitstorm on her father is on the horizon, and she does not want anything to do with it.
Exactly, bro. Like, it's so many obvious reasons why Stephanie stepped down. And they're all bad reasons in terms of the company.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. So, you know, this this should be all you need to know. And then this is absolutely hilarious for the people that think Triple H is going to stick around. That's the best part. Dude, Triple H, whether he likes it or not, he is not going to be chief content officer or head of creative much longer. I mean,
No.
again, Stephanie McMahon told these people, I believe it was last Friday. She told these people last Friday, nothing's going to change in the day-to-day. And 1 week later, we sit here, and Stephanie McMahon is no longer with the company. However, Triple H, well, I mean, we'll get into what he said today. I mean, dude, again, this is a guy who is opposed to the company's direction. His booking makes absolutely no sense in the mind of Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon hates the way Triple H runs his product. You really think he's going to stick around? You really think Vince McMahon is going to want him to stick around? No fucking chance, bro. No chance.
Even in terms of just like family drama, they made his wife resign either to sell the company to people that don't want a woman as a CEO or just in general disagreements, man. They basically damn near forced his wife to resign and leave. You think he's happy about that? You think he wants to go to work just all by himself now?
Exactly.
Like, no. It's over with. And it sucks, man. It really does. But look at all the evidence, man. He doesn't want the sale either. He doesn't like where it's going. When we get to the fucking meeting that they had and what he said, and he's gone, man. He'll be gone soon, which is just horrible. He's gone.
Absolutely.
I'm fucking gone. The
Yeah,
second
pretty
that news
much.
drops, bro, I'm done.
Pretty much. Yeah, dude. I mean, yeah, just I mean, another indication to tell you people that, you know, Triple H probably isn't going to be sticking around, bro, and that's just what it is. It's sad to see, but if Vince doesn't feel he's on board with his vision, Triple H will not be there. I could tell you guys that right now, man. I mean, it makes no sense for Vince McMahon to have him there. You know what I mean? And Vince McMahon has pretty much ousted all of his children from the company. You know, a company that, you know, Vince McMahon acquired from his father. You think Vince would be willing to do the same for his kids, but apparently not. Yeah, man. I mean, just utterly ridiculous, bro. Utterly ridiculous. And, you know, that is the difference between power hungry and money hungry. Nick Khan is a motherfucker that's money hungry. Nick Khan is willing to work with anybody as long as it lines his pockets. Vince McMahon
Exactly.
cares about lining the pockets, but he also cares about being in control. He cares about controlling people. And that is the difference because Vince McMahon is not going to sit back and watch Triple H run his product when
No.
he's in control. Nick Khan could give a fuck. If he knows Triple H is doing a great job and him and Steph are handling the business aspect of it, the professional wrestling business aspect of it, then he's chilling. He'll deal with the business side of things, and that's a good system. But you know, with Vince McMahon, he needs to, you know, have somebody like Nick Khan in the chair who's, you know, actually in touch with the business side of things and is going to line his pockets, but he also needs to be in absolute control. And that's the difference between somebody, again, who's power hungry and somebody who's money hungry.
Oh yeah, Nick Khan don't give a fuck who's in charge. As long as who's in charge is producing good enough TV to make him money, he don't give a shit. It could be Triple H, it could be fucking um, it could be Vince McMahon, hell, it could be Tony Khan. As long as he's got fucking money, he don't care. That is probably another reason why Vince McMahon came back in terms of selling the company. Nick Khan don't give a fuck who he sells it to. As long as they're making money, it could be Tony Khan, it could be Saudi. It don't care. It don't matter to Nick Khan. He'll sell it to whoever, is paying. Not
Absolutely.
Vince McMahon. Not Vince McMahon.
Stone Cold.
Oh
Is
boy,
it?
thank you, Stone Cold.
Thank you for the sub. I just got the
Thank
notification, and obviously I just seen your chat. Thank you so much, dude. I really
oh yeah,
appreciate
bro.
it. Thank you for liking the content, man. It's for you
Thank
guys,
you,
bro.
man.
So hell yeah,
Thank you, Stone Cold.
hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All
God
right.
damn.
So
Yeah, they gotta sell to us. The
listen,
Notorious Heel, bro.
the Notorious Heels. You know, with all of our pockets, Durante, Logan, Bell, Stone Cold. I think we can make something
Bro.
happen, man. We could all
I
be in
think
the
we
chair.
are.
We could all be
Exactly,
sitting
bro.
around the fucking table booking Raw together. It might
Yeah.
it may actually have a chance then.
It may have a chance, bro. It may have a chance, bro. We gotta be the ones that buy it.
There you go.
We
There you
putting this
go.
podcast on Peacock, bro.
Oh, 100%. New episode whenever the fuck, I don't know. Whenever we do new episodes, man. Um
Just reviewing our own shows. Just man, I don't know why they did that on Raw tonight. It was just us.
it just us booked it. That was a dumbass decision. It's just us. All right, man. So, all right. So, this is the best part. So, we're talking about somebody who is just genuinely power hungry in Vince McMahon. Yeah, man. Call,
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, man, we could all have we could all get on a Discord with fucking Vince McMahon, Vince McMahon, and try to bargain the company off of him. We'll tell him everything he wants to hear. You want creative control? You got it, son. Oh, we lose Sir K again. We may have lost Sir K again. But regardless, yeah, man, we'll hop on as we wait for him. We'll hop on this call. We'll hop on this Discord with we'll hop on this Discord of Vince McMahon, all five of us or whatever it is, and we'll tell him everything he wants to hear until he sells us the company, man. I think that's the way to go. I definitely think that's the way to go. However, yeah, man, I mean, look, we line all of our pockets up together, we might have a little something going for us. So, oh, there he is.
Now it's fucking mine for some reason.
I know,
Yeah,
right? It's all, yeah, what's our saying, bro? It's always fucking something, bro.
Never fucking fails, man.
That really is so true, man. It really is so true. We gotta put that on a t-shirt, man.
We do, man. We do.
I heard $7 in AEW interested in bidding together. Interesting.
Let me see what $7 is. I'm curious.
Man, like I said, as much as I would love to see Twitter absolutely melt at the seams by seeing by seeing Vince McMahon's company be bought by Tony Khan, guys, unfortunately, bro, it's just not gonna happen, man. It's just not gonna happen.
Oh, it's The Rock's production company.
The Rock?
Dwayne Johnson, co-founded by Dwayne
There's
Johnson.
no way.
No way. You're fucking with him,
There's
dog.
absolutely no way.
The other founder is Dave Garcia.
Bro, could you imagine how fucking funny that would be?
Bro just fucking betrays fucking Vince McMahon and gets with TK, buys their ass.
Well, Triple H must have told him he's no longer in the Rumble or something. I don't know what happened there. If that is true.
Oh yeah. $7. It's how much money he had in his fucking pocket. That makes sense.
Oh, right. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool name. It's his TV production. It's who produces Young Rock.
Gotcha. I've always wanted to watch that. I heard it's pretty good. I just never got around to it.
I heard the show itself is good, bro, but have you ever seen the castings of who they have play like those older fucking wrestlers, bro? Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen their Stone Cold?
I just looked at him yesterday. I was like, oh, wow.
What the fuck is that, dog? A shit ass fucking production company.
Oh my god. It's not Shane. God. It's me.
It turns out it is.
Yeah, doesn't Shane have like tech companies in Japan or something like that?
Yeah, somewhat. That's why he left out for the long as he did before, because he wanted to build up those companies. I don't know what he owns, but he owns like tech companies.
That's funny. So
speaking of Shane, bro, did you hear how much he got paid for the Rumble?
$800K.
That's foul, bro.
That's
800,000,
bro. That's how much of Snickers he used to steal a week, he said.
I'm dead.
I'm dead.
The fuck?
$7 worth of Snickers?
Yeah.
Well, I remember he said he had $7 in his pocket. And that's that cool story he says where it's like, it goes something like, he had $7 in his pocket and he knew two things. He knew he was broke right now, and he knew one day he wasn't going to be.
Now.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild, man. So, Vince McMahon already is sending messages to criticize different departments in WWE. According to an update on Fightful's paywall, God, Snickers were $1 back in the day? What the fuck? God. Pay like $2.30 for them things now. Come on now. Okay. Yeah. According to an update on Fightful's paywall, Vince McMahon is rumored to already be sending messages to different departments in WWE to inform them they're not doing things correctly. it was already noted that there is a huge difference between Triple H and Vince's leadership styles. The roster morale and reception to Stephanie McMahon and Nick Khan as compared to Vince McMahon has been night and day. Even Triple H's guidance has led to talent and staff telling us that work is more fun for them. While we've heard rumors that Vince McMahon has already sent word to some departments saying they're not doing things right since his return. It was noted that the departments are receiving it was not noted which departments are receiving these messages since the chairman of the board of directors once again Mr. McMahon's word has considerable amount of weight to it.
Yeah, man. Fucking
Bro.
A.
Look, man, we just read off Fightful's paywall for $0, Logan.
You know what? They should be paying us. Because if it wasn't for people like us, no one would be talking about what's behind their paywall.
That's right. Yeah.
Come on, bro. They
Yeah.
gotta start paying.
Come
Pay
on,
up.
sap.
Come on, Sean. Fucking blocking me. Let's pay me some fucking money. Talking about your fucking your journalism here, dog. And that ain't cheap.
Look, man.
I'm trying to buy WWE, bro. I'm gonna need that dough.
Yeah, man. We're trying to put our names in the pool of buyers, all right? All right, man. So, with that, that brings me to our next topic. Multiple potential WWE buyer. Well, okay, completely got sidetracked. Okay, so that news, bro, again, you can already just see that Triple H is not going to have creative control for much longer. For the simple fact that Vince McMahon is already telling other departments that they are not doing things correctly. However, what if he thinks that those departments aren't doing things correctly? Does anybody want to take a wild guess on what he thinks of creative at the moment? With Triple H's style of booking? Come on, man. You know Vince McMahon is absolutely just tossing and turning at night trying to sleep thinking about Triple H's booking on his company, bro. I mean, come on, dude.
It's just having nightmares of Sammy and KO beating the Usos and then fucking anybody just beating Roman Reigns. It's just that his knees just tossing and turning. You know it.
Come on, bro.
It ain't gonna, dude. To be honest, I give it at most a couple weeks until Vince McMahon officially takes over creative, like officially. I give it a couple weeks, man. I really do, because the way he's already taken stuff over so fast, it's crazy.
Absolutely. And then again with Royal Rumble coming up, if Vince McMahon does not like who Triple H has, setting them up into WrestleMania season, Vince McMahon is going to absolutely, without a fucking shadow of a doubt, is going to say, you know what, fuck this. He's gonna say, fuck this. You aren't, booking for the company's best interest, or really, you're not booking in his best interest, and he's gonna take it right back from him, man.
Exactly, man. Exactly. It's just how it's gonna go, man. And you asked me, bro, it's already happened, bro. So that's just great, man. Logan, come on, bro. I have nightmares about him keeping it.
Oh God, I have nightmares about Roman Reigns keeping the championship until WrestleMania 40.
Dude, that's so screwed. WrestleMania 40 in Saudi Arabia.
Bro. Oh God.
They pencil in where the next one's gonna be?
Philadelphia.
Oh, okay. Okay, 41. Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm. Well, I wish Triple H could take NXT, but I'm afraid Vince McMahon probably wouldn't let him have that either.
No. He'd be like, yeah, this is mine now. Go, if you want to go create some on your own, you got to do it completely by yourself, man. You ain't taking none of this.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
with that, multiple potential buyers have no interest in keeping Vince McMahon. This is exactly why he will most likely sell to the Saudi Arabian government. Because, dude, those are probably the only people that I can think of that are fucking, and Tony Khan apparently, that are cool with keeping Vince McMahon at the helm. I mean, bruh. Okay, so Fightful has reached out to contracts within Disney and Comcast who spoke on the conditions of anonymity about the possibility of a sale. Both companies had employees who had clearly heard of the rumors and said it would be hard to believe that any major company would want to retain Vince McMahon's services in any capacity if they could help it. If Vince was to regain creative control and remain power, it looks like he may end up disappointed. It will be interesting to see what unfolds in the coming weeks. And with that leads us into our next story. Multiple potential WWE buyers would keep Triple H and Stephanie McMahon.
Can't keep the women anymore.
Yes, according to Fightful Select, some employees within at least two companies listed potential buyers indicated that there would be roles for Stephanie McMahon and Triple H post-sale. We've been told by people of influences in the company, at least two of the potential suitors that they have believed that they believe there would be roles in WWE post-sale for Stephanie and Paul Levesque if they wish to continue. If Stephanie wants to be back, dude, it looks like majority of these companies would love to have her back. And
oh, yeah.
That brings up our next story. But before we get into that, man, I mean, dude, again, I think Stephanie McMahon would love to be back. I think she was forced out of the company. I don't think she left because she was upset. She was upset because she didn't have her vacation. I think this is what Steph always wanted. Steph always wanted to inherit the company just like her father did from his father and carry on the family business. Stephanie McMahon and Triple H dealing with the business side. Nick Khan came along, who's, a very smart businessman, who's very smart with the, again, we always say this, but no morals. But I mean, he's very smart with the business aspect of WWE. Very smart with it. They had a well-running machine going on, and it just broke down, and not at any of their faults. So, I think Stephanie would love to be back. You could just see the writing on the wall. WWE did not need Vince McMahon. At the helm. You could already see that the company was not only doing fine, but doing better when he wasn't there. I mean, it's just how it is, man. It's just how it is. So yeah, I mean, that's, I don't know, man. I don't know. So you could already see it, man. You could already see that none of these companies even want him. Nobody wants him back. And it's pretty obvious, man. The fans could see it. It seems like these companies could see it. And it's ridiculous, man. So, WWE CEO Nick Khan met with Disney CEO Bob Iger and ESPN President James Pitaro. The Wrestling Observer newsletter reports, let's remember that Disney, and I quote, let's remember that Disney is among WWE's list of potential buyers. Or again, same thing I've been saying since the rumor started. Nothing will be official until WWE itself announces it. You can meet with Elon Musk and AMLO or AMLO if you want to, but at the end of the day, until official communication comes out, the company is not firm. Final. Golly. So that is all the reports. So it looks like another two companies have been added to the list that WWE is potentially taking over. Potentially being taken over by, and that again is Disney and ESPN.
ESPN is owned by Disney, so it makes sense where they had the meeting at the same time.
Right.
So that makes sense, man. But I mean, they don't want Vince McMahon. Sounds good to me, man. But it don't sound good to Vince, bro. Like how he wouldn't sell it to Tony Khan. You think he's gonna sell the company to someone who don't put him in power? Nah, it ain't. That's why he put himself at the head of the sale. So at the end, he could get a lot of the money and he could get all the power. A lot of people are relieved by the fact that most companies don't want Vince. It makes it scary, man, because who is the only people at the end of the day that might want Vince there? The worst option, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah, man. I mean, so Disney, Disney would be cool to buy. Well, to be fair, Donald Trump has bought the company before. So,
Yes. Sold it right back.
yeah. To be fair, Disney, I think Disney would make cool things that don't have to do with wrestling on their product, but I don't think Disney would really understand the concept of WWE and a WWE that is best for everybody, which at the
Oh,
end of the day is an edgier product because, again, why do a lot of kids love the UFC nowadays? Because it's an edgier product where you see blood, you see violence, you see cool things that kids want to watch, which is why we all loved WWE growing up. It was a little more edgy. You know what I mean? It was a little more edgy content. And why did we love NXT? Because even though it was PG, it was still edgy content, and it was very good, and it was a perfect mix of sports entertainment and pro wrestling. So, you know, I don't think Disney would understand the concept of what a good product is in professional wrestling. I feel like they would want a lot of the same aspects around it being PG and it being targeted at towards kids. I don't know why that. I don't know about that, but I'm throwing my name in the Tony Khan hat. Even though it's never gonna happen, I'm throwing my name in the hat, man. But regardless, yeah, man. So it's, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about Disney. I think though, they could. I think everything but the wrestling aspect of it. I think they could really come up with some cool concepts like a physical Hall of Fame, like just like amusement parks that are wrestling themed. I think it would just be really fucking cool. But the wrestling aspect, which is the most important aspect, if you ask me, the
Jeopardy.
on-screen product, I don't think they would fully grasp that concept. If I'm being honest with you guys, man. But
No, I don't think so.
so yeah, man. So those are the two newest names, ESPN and Disney, or both. I mean, they're owned by the same person. So yeah, I would definitely throw my name either. My top pick would probably. I mean, there's pros and cons to all of them, but I would throw my name in the NBC Universal hat. I think that's where I'm
Same.
throwing my name. So yeah, man, that is pretty much all the company news. We do have another story that came out today. Not about the company being sold, but... Wow.
Yep. They ain't coming back.
Yeah, I mean, listen to this. Oh, wow, look at that. Mr. Gamer Twitch subscribed. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you again for enjoying the content and subscribing, man. Appreciate the hell out of that. Thank you so much. Well, news just breaking. Hold on, let me see who it's by before I read this.
True. Fucking Steve Carey over there.
Yeah.
Listening yesterday the news. Don't even bother.
Look at that. Well, looks like we're not done with the company news after all.
Yeah,
According to Fightful, Stephanie McMahon and Vince McMahon had issues working together. Like I fucking told you people. Not you guys, but you know who I'm talking about. Them, the people. According to Fightful Select, Stephanie McMahon and Vince McMahon had issues working together as family members. Several sources within WWE headquarters also noted Stephanie was visibly frustrated over Vince dismantling her team. Wow. Regarding reports, this is from Fightful, regarding reports from Wrestling Observer newsletter that Vince McMahon and Stephanie McMahon had issues working together as family members, it was noted to us by several sources at WWE headquarters that when Stephanie McMahon's team was dismantled, a usually composed Stephanie was disheartened and frustrated about how it happened. This is just in.
Literally. Come on, guys. It's so obvious what's going down.
Jesus, bro, what is going on today? Number one Packers gamer. You're Logan's type of guy. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate that, man. What is going on, man? Is it our fucking lucky day or something?
I don't know, man. What the hell?
Thank you guys so much, bro. You guys are making me feel great today, man. Bruh. Well, I mean, this tells you all it needs to tell you. I mean,
literally.
Jeez, man. Yes, thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much. Man. Bro, I think Logan, you got yourself a new best friend, except for me and Sir K. We're 1A and 1B, but you got yourself a new best friend, man. Well, Logan's more like our little brother, but besides the point. Dude, Stephanie, bruh, again, a usually composed Stephanie McMahon was disheartened and frustrated. This is the same thing they did to Triple H. This fucker did it to his own daughter. His daughter that he probably watched come into this world. He fucked her out of her company.
Literally.
Bruh, his own daughter with his wife. Again, this man has been with his daughter, probably loves his daughter. Well, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know if he loves her in a company standpoint or at least caring for her career. Bruh, this man, again, probably was in the hospital watching his daughter come into this world, and he was still willing to fuck her out of the company and dismantle her whole team. Oh, yeah, Linda is his ex-wife. I'm dead. I forgot about that.
Yeah, they did get a divorce. Look at that.
That's right, because he was with that he was with the chick at the dinner. Remember, and everybody was like everybody kept quoting the picture and putting, so that's how I escaped 30 years of prison.
Oh, I swear to God. Exactly, bro.
I forgot that they're divorced now.
Bro was on a double date with Cena and his girl and him and this random chick. I'm dead, bro. That's foul as hell.
Linda McMahon needs to pull a Karen Jarrett, bro. I know she's got some stories.
Oh, she's gonna have all the fucking, bro. She could end this man's career tomorrow. I hope she does.
Come on, Linda. You wanna listen? You wanna be our first guest on Flipping the Script? Come on.
Oh my God, you're Linda McMahon.
Look, yes, Linda.
All right, tell us all.
Listen here, Lin. You know, if you want to come on the podcast, bro, if you got some stories to tell, listen, we got an audience that would love to hear it, man. So that's just all you need to know. But look, man, this is all you need to know, bro. Again, Stephanie McMahon visibly frustrated that Vince McMahon dismantled her team, her own father. But wait, hold on. Let me take a step back, because Stephanie McMahon left the company because she wanted her vacation. That's why she left. Not because her father dismantled her fucking team on her, just like he did to her husband. That's not the reason. It's just because, she just wanted to go on vacation, man, and not because Saudi Arabia wouldn't want a woman as a CEO either. Oh God, Mr. Gamer, bro, please do not put that into the universe again. If I have to watch Brock Lesnar take another spot, oh God, I think I'll lose my mind. I think I will genuinely lose my mind. Oh man, looks like we lost our K again, guys. Yeah, man. I mean, this, what do we know, right? What do we know? There he is. This is just
Wi-Fi.
this.
As soon as I start fucking talking.
Dude, I understand, bro. Trust me, I understand. Yeah, man. But listen, chat. How about this fucking Wi-Fi, bro? What a Wi-Fi extender and an Ethernet cable can do for you. I shouldn't have even said that, because now it'll fucking go out. But dude, I mean, this is all you need to know, bro. But what do we know? Stephanie just left because of vacation, according to people. No, because she was disheartened, and she was probably fucking heartbroken that everything they had good going for them was just shoved down the fucking drain. That's why.
But he dismantled his son-in-law's team before. Now he's dismantling his daughter's team. They really don't think he's going to dismantle his son-in-law's team again? He just did it to his daughter.
Yeah.
All over again. It's going to happen, bruh. And it's coming up soon. And
he tells Shane to leave, and it's like, all right, Shane wasn't the most like WWE soldier, anyway.
No.
Shane was willing to leave. Shane was Shane, you know what I mean? Like Shane was never really the guy to inherit the company. Everybody felt that vibe. Stephanie McMahon has been working alongside her father in that company since she was a little child. Since she wasn't even old enough to be in a higher up position. She was working with the company, I believe, when she was 16 or 17, posing in WWE magazine. Since she was that young, this has always been her throne to air. And
he's just kicking her right
out of the company, bro.
That's
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Horrible.
So, that is that news, man. And what we were trying to get to before that broke. So, yes, that was just in, man. So, Fightful Select is reporting that Triple H held a talent meeting today where he said that he's been assured that Vince's return to the company is only to see if the company should sell and help figure out who they might sell it to. He then made an attempt to squash the WWE has been sold and it's a done deal rumor, saying that even if it happened, it would take a lot longer. Just like we fucking said, bro.
Who said that?
Who?
Us.
Come on, dude. IWC's best kept secret, bro. Stop fucking with us, dude. Come on now.
Literally, bro. Come on, dog. We said it, bro. We said that.
Come on, bro. This is what we said. This is exactly what we said, and I got fucking assholes on Twitter telling me, oh, Ariel Helwani said that the reports were false. No, he just said it didn't go through yet. It's not a done deal. But newsflash, dumb fucks, a company does not sell overnight, especially a company that you're trying to sell for multiple $billion worth of assets, bro. Come on now. Get with the fucking program.
they got that Saudi offer first, and it probably looked really good. So they're like, all right, this is really good. Let's see what these other people can do for us before we probably go with this. That's how it's going down. You know, Saudi already probably gave them the best offer for money and per Vince McMahon control for himself. And then now they're looking at, the Disney, the ESPN. They're probably going to start looking at Fox and NBC soon. Once they figure out what their offers are, then they'll make their decision. It's not going to be a fucking week where they fucking decide who they're selling the company to. Triple H said himself, that thing takes time. Even when they decide, all right, it's Saudi, let's do this. That in itself will take months to figure out.
Yes.
Triple H said it. We said it before Triple H, and nobody said a damn thing. And now
Yes.
Triple H is saying it, and like, oh, that explains it. We fucking
We
explained
fucking
it
were on here
4
Wednesday
days
saying
ago.
that. When everybody wanted to take the first news of, oh, it's not final, and say, oh, I knew that was fake news. That doesn't mean it's fake news, you idiots. Read things, dude. Read things from credible sources. Ariel Helwani said himself, he said himself, WWE is not final with Saudi Arabia. He said there's no deal in place. But even though there's no deal in place, that doesn't mean it hasn't been agreed to in principle, which it came out that it was agreed to in principle. And again, multiple other people, not just Ariel Helwani, had came out and said, just because it's not final, or just because there's no deal right now, doesn't mean they're not in the process of doing it. It takes months, especially with a company that, again, is worth billions of dollars worth of assets. I mean, come on, bro. And again, Triple H says, even though it's not a done deal, even if it would happen, it would take a lot longer. It takes time. I mean, oh man, everybody, bro, over the Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday were just making excuse after excuse to try to fucking cover up the fact that WWE is genuinely looking into Saudi Arabia, and it is what it is. They're going to keep Vince McMahon at the helm. They don't want a women's CEO as the CEO, or as a co-CEO of the company. They don't want this stuff. In Vince's demented mind, Saudi Arabia is the most logical option because they're willing to pay out the ass. He gets the money and the fucking power. So that's what he's going to do. And because that's Vince McMahon. And everybody wanted to fucking tell us we were wrong. And everybody wanted to tell us all of the above. And again, bro, IWC's best kept secret, man. Stop fucking playing with us, dude. Dude, this shit takes time.
And Triple H proved us right, bruh. Look at that. Look at that. Take that, Sean. He didn't even say nothing, but still, take that.
Bro, I don't know, man. I don't know. And that's the thing. All parties, Mr. Gamer says, all parties have to agree to the deal. Vince McMahon, his board of directors are all his stooges now. He dismantled Steph's team. They're all going to agree with him. Again, these are the same people that unanimously put him as the head of the board of directors. So those are the same people that are going to stooge the fuck out for him and sell this company to Saudi Arabia. And the shareholders, who's to say he doesn't pay them out or offer them a big chunk of money to shut the fuck, he doesn't, offer them a big chunk of money to shut the fuck up, or and the reason he would do that is because once Saudi Arabia gets the company, there is no more shareholders, so those same people he won't ever have to deal with ever again.
Exactly. That's the thing, Logan. He'll just pay him off. He'll pay him off. They gotta agree with it. He'll make them agree with it. And if they don't want to agree with him, he'll fucking frame them for some shit. That type of shit happens all the time. This business person has someone that doesn't agree with them. Oh, that person that doesn't agree with them just came out as a predator or something. That shit happens all the time. You don't think Vince McMahon is willing to do that type of shit?
And look, He's being sued by a shareholder. If he wins that case, you don't think he'll turn that around and try to make all his shareholders look bad? Come on, bro.
Yeah. People are like, are you guys gonna lose all this money in a lawsuit that you know I'm gonna win? Just say yeah. I'll pay you. Just say yeah. They're just gonna say yeah. No one is gonna stop Vince McMahon from selling this company to who he wants it to.
Dude, so the last thing, Triple H stated that nothing that's going on with Vince right now will change the creative process, but it followed up by saying anything could change. He said that they may have discussions on creative, but Triple H ultimately has the final say.
And that's where it ends, bruh. The fact that they're having discussions in itself means it's over with for Triple H.
Yeah.
The second fucking Vince McMahon starts talking about creative, it's his. It's gonna be his.
Yep.
And it's inevitable at this point. I give it till Rumble, to be honest. I think at least a week, 2 weeks, by 2 weeks after the Rumble, if not the Rumble itself, Triple H is gone from creative completely, officially.
Mm-hmm. I could absolutely see that. Bro. Dude, he already admitted they have conversations about creative. Now, this is a good week for us, bro. Now, what did we tell you on Monday? Are we seeing Vince McMahonisms in WWE television? It's the title of Unscripted. And what does Triple H say? They've had conversations about creative. That probably means Vince is giving him ideas, and Triple H has no other fucking option but to say yes and do a little bit of what he wants on WWE television. Bro, you can already see it. And what did we fucking tell you people, man? What did we tell you guys, bro?
What did we say, bro?
Come on now. So, finally, an hour and 40 minutes later, we are done with the WWE company news. We still got a little bit of WWE news on the show for you guys. Yeah. Just general news. News. We got news about creative. We got news about them re-signing people. We got news about them having interest in people. And then we got a couple AEW stories, man. All right, man. Let's start it off. Being that it's Friday, let's start it off with a story that correlates with some Friday Night SmackDown. The Royal Rumble pitch black match rules have been revealed. On WWE After the Bell, LA Knight noted that it has been indicated to him that the bout match will be a street fight kind of in the dark.
What?
Bruh. He says,
fuck we go see the match?
A pitch black match. It's something new in the making. There was something to point of, I don't know what the hell this is, what the hell it's going to be. Every indication I've been given is that it is going to be a kick-ass street fight and be kind of in the dark. I don't know what the lighting is going to be, how it's going to work, what other kinds of factors or elements are going to come into play. All I know is it's going to be a fight at the Royal Rumble. What the fuck
does that even mean?
Bro,
I'm telling you now. That writing is red. Vince is back.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the thing. Vince McMahon is back, and all of a sudden there is a match that is in dark lighting. The only thing I could think about them doing is LA Knight has been kind of like in the dark whenever he sees Uncle Howdy. So I could see Uncle Howdy showing up a couple bits in this match, to be honest. But other than that, bro, I have no idea what the fuck that means.
I have no clue. It obviously can't be like just they turn off all the lights because what the fuck would fans be watching? Not only in the audience, but in us. Like, they just turn the fucking lights off and you're just sitting there just, I don't know what's happening down there. Like, they're definitely saying some type of spotlight on them, but I think they're going to shut off, over all the fan lights, probably the Trons, and just keep lights on them and what they're doing, which in itself is like weird. Like
Yeah,
at that point, just do a cinematic match. Why
at
would
that
you
point.
go through all this trouble, do all this weird shit physically there when you could just do a cinematic match, maybe in the back or something? You could have it take place in just the back, in just the inner parts of the arena. That could be cool. They go into
Yeah,
the boiler room or some shit. You
right.
know, you can do some cool shit with that, but like just turning off the lights and having a street fight.
That's
It just
that.
sounds dangerous.
That's the thing too. I do think we will get the reveal on Uncle Howdy, or I do think we will at least get a couple members revealed of the Wyatt Six. But the Fiend and the Funhouse Puppets, that would be kind of cool to see them pop up again. Cause I
That would be real
wonder,
cool.
cause Bray Wyatt doesn't show shit that doesn't come into play, and if a big
Yeah,
point of his re-debut was the Firefly Funhouse coming to life, I
maybe we can see that.
I don't know. Maybe we see a little bit of that, but I don't think Bray Wyatt would just put that in there and then never ever address it ever again.
Exactly, bruh.
So
But the match itself sounds weird, and it sounds like it could really go south, man. Imagine LA Knight don't see where the fuck he going, he just falls into a bunch of fans. Like,
yeah, I mean, what the fuck?
oh, shit.
Wearing
Just
night vision
fucking,
goggles like Randy Orton and shit in the dark. Huh.
I'll never forget that fucking garbage ass segment,
Oh,
man.
bro, when they were playing poker and he fucking shut the lights off and put the night vision goggles on, like, bruh.
That shit was so bad. But yeah, this match, yeah, I'm concerned about it, man. It sounds
Me
weird.
too, bro.
I don't
I
know how much it'll work, man.
I am very scared, and I hope that this amazing feud does not get capped off by the weirdest fucking match ever.
Because
Um,
that's what happened to him and Orton. The fucking that match. What was that
yes,
fucking match called? The House of Horrors.
yes,
Like garbage. Don't do that shit again, bro.
hmm yeah, really. I mean, a great feud they told, man, and it just was ruined by the match, and everybody just talks
It
about
really was.
maggots in the ring and fucking cockroaches in the ring, and then the House of Horrors was just a fucking mess, bro.
Horror. It was a horror in itself, man.
Yeah,
Not in a good fucking way.
yes. All right, man. Backstage update on WWE plans for Edge and Beth Phoenix. According to Fightful Select, as of late November, Edge was penciled in to wrestle Finn Balor in a Hell in a Cell match at the upcoming Royal Rumble Premium Live event. However, those plans have been scrapped. I don't think they're scrapped. I think the right word is
Around.
postponed.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Rearranged.
Thereafter, WWE had a tentative plan for Edge and Beth Phoenix to take on Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley of the Judgment Day in a mixed tag match at February's Elimination Chamber in Montreal, Canada, which is, I know Edge is from Toronto, I believe, but still home country. However, Fightful added several plans. Fightful added several of the plans that were in the books have moved up, scrapped, or changed, which could be evident by Judgment Day's developing feuds with the Street Profits and the Usos on the WWE Raw brand, while the report did not specify if WWE had a different plan in place whenever Edge and Phoenix returned to television. It would make storyline sense for the married couple to seek revenge on Balor and company upon their comeback. Beth Phoenix and Edge have been away from WWE programming since Extreme Rules in October, when Edge was forced to utter the words "I quit" for the first time in his illustrious career at the sight of Rhea Ripley threatening to injure his wife with a concerto. Following the drama-filled "I Quit" match, neither Edge or Phoenix has appeared for a backstage interview. I don't know why he just didn't say appeared on WWE television. Any news on why TK WWE'd everybody with Mercedes Moné?
Oh, he Tony Khan. He ain't WWE, man. He Tony Khan. Mercedes Monet.
Dude, um, The only reason I could think of is because it would take away from how special her New Japan debut would be. Because if people see her wrestle in AEW, it's going to take away from, it's going to take away from seeing the first wrestling match for Mercedes Moné.
A lot of people did say this. I think it's true. I think she's gonna have one match, at least this one match in New Japan first, before she does anything else.
Yeah. And, TK wants to respect New Japan because, they're great partners of his and, they have Forbidden Door 2 possibly coming up. So I definitely think they do that, man. I definitely think Mercedes Moné wrestles there first to get the first match out of the way and get, a great, probably a great sale for New Japan. And then I think we go on and, explore other options with her. The name Revolution fits Mercedes Moné very well. So it definitely goes hand in hand with a lot of her career. So I could definitely see that being an option.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Same.
So yeah, man. So with Edge, with the Hell in a Cell match not being, there for the Royal Rumble, to be 100% honest, after I heard this, I would honestly rather they do the Hell in a Cell match at Mania because it's something story driven for Edge at Mania instead of just doing a match. Although a random dream match would be cool, I maybe think he just goes and just does a whole bunch of them throughout the summer to get it out of his system, and then he goes into retirement. But it wouldn't make sense to do a Hell in a Cell match at the Royal Rumble, and we all know how Triple H is going to book a Hell in a Cell match. It is going to be the end of a feud. And why would you do that and then just go to a mixed tag the next month at Elimination Chamber in Montreal? So it makes sense to do the mixed tag first and then do Edge versus Finn Balor, Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania, and then it gives you another reason as to why WrestleMania is a must-see event. You get a Hell in a Cell match between Finn Balor that is, if under Triple H, is going to most likely be a banger. So yeah, man.
Exactly, man.
Yeah, man. So Edge, and that is the current plans for Edge in WWE, man. So speaking of WWE, they have re-signed Chelsea Green. According to a new report from Fightful Select, Chelsea Green has re-signed with the WWE and has been re-signed for several weeks, and now hence the restrictions on her podcast merchandise and her decision to close down her OnlyFans site. So that it looks like that isn't changing. Looks like that isn't changing, but regardless, Chelsea Green looks to be back with WWE. I wonder if Matt Cardona will follow, man. He probably will. But with this news coming out, they're probably regretting it.
Oh, definitely, man. Definitely. Her fucking Mr. Eric Young over there. I mean, it was probably a good decision when they signed, but now they're probably looking at it like, oh, God. When am I going to learn that I'm fired through Sean Ross Sapp at this point?
Yeah. Yeah, man. So, so Chelsea Green is back with WWE. We didn't really see too much from Chelsea Green. I'm not like the biggest fan of him, being honest with you, but good for her, man.
Yeah, good for her. Hopefully good for her in the end.
Yeah. And with that, WWE is also interested in signing Tama Tonga. This is interesting. Yeah, dude, Eric Young really about to get fired before he even comes back. What the hell is that?
So sad.
No sanity return for us.
Nope.
WWE has internally expressed interest in signing the current never openweight champion Tama Tonga. According to Fightful, the interest in signing Tonga isn't new, as as he turned down an offer from WWE 7 years ago so that he could team with his brother, Tangaloa, in New Japan. His New Japan contract expires in a matter of weeks. With WWE also being interested in his brother, Hikuleo. Tonga defeated current WWE superstar Carl Anderson at this past Wednesday's New Japan Wrestle Kingdom 17 to become Never Openweight champion. Well, looks like they are interested in Tama Tonga and Hikuleo, man. And, well, it doesn't end there. But before we move on to the other guy, because that one also involves AEW, to be quite honest, bro, I don't see Tama Tonga going. He's a New Japan soldier through and through, so I don't see that happening whatsoever.
Especially with Triple H leaving, man, which it's gonna
Yeah.
happen. I don't think he'll do it. I could have seen it under Triple H, to be honest, but definitely not under Vince McMahon. Definitely not. Plus,
No.
he just won the fucking openweight title, or never openweight title, whatever the fuck it is. Do you think New Japan wants to go through that shit, where they have to get it off of him while he's in WWE, just like they did with Carl Anderson, bro? They ain't gonna want to do that again, and I don't think they'll have to, because I think that's why they put it on Tama Tonga, because he ain't going nowhere.
Absolutely. And, yeah, I mean, Tama Tonga, like I said, Tama Tonga for the longest time has been he didn't even work Forbidden Door because he doesn't want to work with anybody except for New Japan. So, I mean, the loyalty there is as loyal as you can get. Definitely not like his buddies, but, yeah, I don't see Tama Tonga going to WWE at all. As for Hikuleo, maybe I could see him going. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't see Tama Tonga going to WWE whatsoever.
I really don't.
I think he has his boys there, but I mean, they've been together for long enough. I'm sure they still find time to talk and hang out regardless. So I don't really think that matters to him very much.
No, exactly.
Yeah. So Tama Tonga is that's a no for me, man. And with that, Fightful Select confirms that both WWE and AEW have interest in signing Jay White. However, WWE sources are confident they will manage to sign Jay White. So, I heard they're doing a loser leaves Japan match soon. Is it Tama Tonga versus Jay White?
It might be. Let me see. Oh, Jay White and Hikuleo.
Hikuleo, that's who it is.
Okay.
So, a lot of people are saying this is going to be the first, it's a loser leaves Japan match, but a lot of people are saying this is going to be the first, both people leave Japan since AEW and, since AJ Styles and Nakamura. What am I talking about? Since AJ and Nakamura, a lot of people are saying this is going to be the first both guys leave Japan match since then, AJ and Nakamura. So, Jay White. So WWE is confident that Jay White. However, if it is just a loser leaves Japan match, and if people's speculations are not right, Jay White's contract is up, and apparently he wants to leave for the States. He wants to leave for the United States. This is the second loser leaves Japan ever. Was the first one AJ Styles and Nakamura?
Yeah, that's the only two times it happened.
Gotcha.
For those two matches.
Gotcha. So, Jay White, this is tough because I could see both happening. I really can. However, with the recent news, see, when this news story came out, you
Stephanie
know,
was still in the company, which is just crazy that this all happened in a week.
yeah, and when this news came out, it was a little earlier this week, so we obviously knew Vince was still in charge, but you know, Jay White, I mean, if the news up until this point was Triple H was staying in creative, I maybe think Jay White had a little chance of maybe signing with them. Not much though, but to be 100% honest with you guys, I think Jay White's going to AEW. I know a lot of people are saying they could see him in WWE, and I could see him in a Triple H led WWE any fucking day of the week.
Oh,
If had this news story came out like 2 months ago, I could 100% see Jay White coming to WWE, and I could see Jay White thriving in WWE. The only
yeah,
thing is, whoever makes this man's theme song needs to absolutely try their absolute best to replicate the Japan song
they
100,
really do.
because that song is
That's
so
one of
fucking
the
good.
best. That shit is fire, dog.
It
That
is
shit is,
so
man.
good. It really
But
is.
if you ask me right now where the current climate is, not only do I think he's going to AEW, I think he's going to be Adam Cole's first big feud back. Because who was the one that brought Jay White into AEW in the first place?
And now
First
that Adam
storyline.
Cole's babyface, who
Mm-hmm.
went on Twitter on Wednesday and said, "Oh, my friend, you're back," or something like that. I think
Exactly.
I think Jay White could have went to WWE, and I think he could have done great in
He could.
WWE. But
Oh,
to be
yeah.
100% honest, bro, nowadays I think Jay White's going to AEW, man. And I think,
I think, mhm.
yeah, I think he's going to AEW 100%.
Definitely, man. Especially after all this news, man. I think
Mm.
he's definitely AEW bound. And I think it'll be against Adam Cole, man. If I'm a betting man, we're getting Adam Cole and Jay White. Maybe not Revolution. That maybe be a little soon. Either Revolution or
Double
Double or
or
Nothing.
nothing.
One of the
Because
two.
with Revolution, it is 2 months away, and I do
Yeah.
not know when this loser leaves Japan match is.
I'd
February 11th. It is February 11th. So if
Yeah.
Jay White is to leave the company then, and if Jay White is to leave the company then, you really only got like a month builds. And then I would throw Adam Cole in there with somebody who can lose. Maybe you
Yeah.
throw Adam Cole in there with a, I don't know. I can't think of anybody.
Anybody, really.
That's a conversation for unscripted. But you throw
Yeah.
Adam Cole with somebody in there that can lose, and then at Double or Nothing, you could do the feud with Jay White. Maybe you have Jay White show up and after Adam Cole's match at Revolution,
And say you could have him celebrate with Adam Cole and then just start whooping his ass,
and just
man.
give him the Blade Runner.
That would be fucking awesome, man. He just comes in to celebrate with him. Adam Cole's hype as fuck. His boy's there. Then his boy just beats his ass, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That would be awesome, bro. I would really like that.
Yeah, man. And if Jay White can get some friends, if Jay White can get some friends in AEW, a tag team, Adam Cole has if Tony Khan is willing to do business with him, which I understand if he's not,
I understand.
because I understand, but if he is willing to do business with a certain Mr. Fish,
Where's the lie?
yeah, where's the lie? Well, Mr.
Dude, they're gonna
Fish.
fucking roast his ass in AEW if he comes back for that shit.
So, if Tony Khan wants to do business with him, I think we could get some pretty cool faction stuff. But honestly, I would even like to see Adam Cole as a singles. Remember when he
Yeah,
debuted and he stood against the Elite, and I told you how badass that looked if he was just like this single baby
himself.
face by himself. He was just like this, just cool guy, just set out on a mission.
That'd
Just
be cool. I think he could work in that role really well.
Yeah, I really think he could. And if, any indication of that is what we seen on Wednesday, it looks pretty fucking cool so far, man. So
Exactly.
man's coming out there dressing like Nathan Drake. He looked like a
He
fucking
was.
badass, man.
It's dope, man.
So AEW Fight Forever. AEW Fight Forever. Oh yeah. So with that, man, yes, I my final thing is I definitely think I definitely think he's going to AEW, man.
I think so, man. I really do.
Yeah. So AEW Fight Forever. The PlayStation Store, this is the newest bit of information we have on the video game. The PlayStation Store listing for Fight Forever has confirmed that the game will support up to 30 online players with PlayStation Plus. Check out the latest video to find out what this could mean and to get the latest news on a possible celebrity appearance in 2K23. Oh. I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's odd. I wonder how that'll work. I mean, it's not like they have the Royal Rumble. So, 30 players. I'm curious to see how that all works.
Me too, bro.
Hey, it's online. That's all that fucking matters to me, dog.
There you go. You could actually play with your fucking friends, not just play in exhibition matchups.
God damn.
Is it?
Oh, thank God. I'm pre-ordering the fuck out of that shit. I don't do pre-orders, bro. That's a game I'll pre-order.
Yes, I 100%. Well, I guess if you're pre-ordering it, that means I don't, but I got you on the AEW game, bro.
Oh, yeah. It's true.
Bro, dude, that's exciting, man. That's exciting. Well, the end of the article, I don't know why they put this in the article. So completely, it says the latest possible celebrity appearance in 2K23. I don't know why they put that at the end of an AEW article. So just what we're reporting on is the PlayStation Store is listing AEW Fight Forever for 30 players. Will support up to 30 players with PS Plus, which again, AEW Fight Forever is a game that we will definitely be coming on here with Notorious Gaming for you guys whenever that comes out. Again, we would like to hop on here, bro, but I am not going to make you guys sit through some motherfucking WWE 2K23.
No,
I mean, absolutely not. Or 2K22. And again, only getting 2K23 if there is an online GM mode. If not, I'm not even touching the game. I'm genuinely not even touching the game. That is the only reason. And even at that, I might even wait to see how the online GM mode is.
100%.
As the only way I'm getting that game, bro. The only way. So yeah, so that is the latest on AEW Fight Forever. It is still, to be said when the hell the game is when the hell the game is going to be coming out, man. So AEW live events, man. AEW live events. Man.
Damn.
All right, so this Tony Khan says there is a lot of demand for AEW live events. Tony Khan has chosen not to produce any live events during these years. He has only held one live event in the last 3 years, and it was titled The House Always Wins. It happened on April 9th, 2021. Khan recently spoke about the possibility of running house shows during an interview with In the Zone. He says, "Well, that's a great question. Yeah, I have. That's something that we've talked about. We have a great live events team with Raphael Morphy, Chris Harrington, and a bunch of great people I work with now. Jeff Jarrett has came in. It has been something we've talked about. It has been something we've talked about a lot. And building out the live event business, there is definitely a lot of demand for AEW live events. And now we have this big, great, strong roster that wants to do live events. I don't think that is something I do. Or sorry, I think that is something we're going to do. So, for WWE's roster, I will always say they do too many live events because they have the same people wrestle on TV. However, AEW's roster is so big, I actually am not opposed to this. I think so I think how they can do this though is your live events, you do not have your people that you want on your feuds and television, and it happens a lot in AEW with the revolving door. You know, the people that aren't on television now, throw them on the live events. But when these people are on television, no live events. None.
It's an easy system, man. They got the good enough roster to do it like that. And I think that's the way they're going to go, to be honest. Because that's what it sounds like the reason he's doing it, because of the people that are on TV right now want to do stuff. So the people that are on TV will be on the live events. Once they're on TV, no live events.
No.
None. And
This is
don't
a
do
huge
them every
problem.
fucking week. Do them 2 times a month, maybe. That
Yeah.
sounds good to me. 2 times a month. You'll have, 24 of them a year. That ain't bad at all.
Or, I mean, even if it's the people that aren't on television and that aren't going to be on television for a while, one live event a week. Do it on a Tuesday or something. Do it on a, do it on a Saturday or something. One, and the reason you can get by doing it once a week is because these people's schedules aren't going to be too hectic, because the people that are on these live events are not going to be on television. They're not going to be on television, man. You have a guy.
All they have to do is make one travel a week.
Exactly. You have a guy like Bobby Fish, who one of the main reasons one of the main critiques about AEW was he felt he wasn't wrestling enough. And with his boys being injured, you may not have a spot for Bobby Fish on television. And let's say you don't want to put him in a match on AEW Dark that's, 2 minutes and he can get like a fucking cup of coffee in and then he has got to leave. You could put him in matches on there. Or with a guy like Ricky Starks. A couple months ago, Ricky Starks wasn't featured on television all that much. You could put him on there. Or look at this. A guy like Will Hobbs, right? A guy like Will Hobbs. He's doing his Book of Hobbs vignettes on television right now. You save that. He doesn't, you keep airing vignettes and he does live events until you're ready to bring him on television. And then when you bring him on television, cut the live events on TV because he's wrestling, or cut the live events because he's wrestling on TV now. So that's how I would do it.
Definitely, man. Definitely. I think that's the way to go, man. So I'm not opposed to this version of it, man.
Yeah. Yeah, me neither. Not at all, man. And with the final story of the day of this packed news story, I think this is the most news stories we've done at once.
Yeah.
Dax Harwood.
Hey.
Dax Harwood is okay with upsetting people backstage after recent AEW comments. This is interesting. While speaking on the second episode of FTR with Dax Harwood addressed upsetting people with his takes last week. Harwood made it very clear that he is okay with upsetting people. He says, and I quote, "But there were some people that didn't like a lot of the things I said, and I said that's okay. I still have the same love for you that I did for the I still have the same love for you that I do for the people that love me. Because man, you're a wrestling fan. You're a wrestling fan and you're passionate. So I've been there, and I completely understand where you're coming from. Bret Hart said that you can never go wrong by telling the truth. In short, maybe exaggerating or lying could help you and make you feel better, but in the long run, telling the truth is always the way to go. And so I'm going to pride myself on always telling the truth."
Yeah, man, I respect it, man. I like what he's been doing with that podcast, man, and his stance on it.
And Dax said on yesterday's episode, he said a lot of people were upset that he was painting CM Punk in a positive light. He also addressed his heat with the Young Bucks, which I love, because this is another thing we've been telling you people. He said, out of all the reports that people want to put out about me, I did not see one report that said Dax Harwood puts the Young Bucks on his Mount Rushmore. And then he explained that the reason that is because a lot of people want to make up this fantasy heat between them. And he said he believes the Young Bucks are beautiful, great people. And he loves the Young Bucks, which is just absolutely ridiculous considering not too long ago there was this drastic heat between the two teams and they hated each other. Get the fuck out of here, man. We were telling you guys for the longest time, we didn't believe there to be any heat between them because of the stories that were coming out. The Young Bucks were going to put these guys over multiple times.
So it's like, come on, man. Come on. I don't know why they personified this feud between these two in real life. But it's obviously, Dax even said it himself, it's not, they're good people. We love them. We love them in the ring and outside of it. So it's just like, come on, bro. Come on.
And he did say, he did apologize for his plea. He said if it did upset anybody, he sincerely apologizes. And he said that it wasn't his place to try to mend the Elite and CM Punk back together. But he did say, you know, what he thought. He did say that he felt that, you know, if these guys could make it work, that they could set up professional wrestling for a long time to come. And he's not wrong. And he apologized for putting his name, or, you know, for trying to be the guy to mend them together, but he did not apologize for how he felt, and that is Dax is a great guy, man. Dax is a really great guy. He really is. He's a great guy, man, from what we hear about him, man, but he did say that, you know, it may have upset people that he painted CM Punk in a positive light, but, you know, he did say CM Punk's not a completely bad person and that still is his friend. And, you know, he knows Punk is a good human being and he knows the Elite are good human beings as well. And he just wants them to make it work. So you got to love Uncle Dax, man.
Yeah, man, you really do. FTR Bald is really, really, really in that heart space, man.
Yeah. Yeah, so so that was the news on Dax Harwood, but the interesting part is Dax has heat for what he said on his first episode. My thing is, the part I found interesting, there was not one thing he said on that episode that could have been offensive to anybody. So my thing is does Dax Harwood have heat for what he said, or does he have a little bit of heat for letting the fans in a little bit, or almost letting the cat out of the bag?
I think that's what they're mad at him for. Not that he, you know, likes CM Punk and wants him back, that he says that he wants him back and that he can be back. I think that's what they're a little, like, annoyed about. Not like with heat where it's like, oh, what the fuck, man. It's like, damn, bro, you kind of letting too much out.
And Dax addresses so much stuff on his podcast. It's great because he addressed yesterday. He addressed people saying that he was being CM Punk's mouthpiece. And he said about that, you know, Punk didn't even listen to the podcast yet. And he kind of he's addressing these things as if they're not happening. But is Dax planting a little bit of the seeds kind of without even knowing it?
I think so.
And
I think that the heat is the heat.
Yeah, and I definitely think if he's letting the cat out of the, or if he's got heat for anything, it's almost kind of letting the cat out of the bag a little bit, which is so funny because, I mean, Mans was just trying to tell the truth, but, and at the end of the day, it's not fucking bad at all, because that is what people want to see very badly. And if FTR is going to sit out till about April or May, who comes back around April or May? Interesting. And especially
It's
if his
interesting, man.
recovery was going along good, that's really, really interesting, bro.
That is, bro. That really is.
So, yeah, man, I don't know, man. Super, super interesting. What the hell is going to happen with what is going to happen with this story, man? It's developing, and Dax's honesty may have let a little the cat out of the bag a little bit, which you love to see, man. But yeah, so that is it. Hey, what's going on, Geck? Oh, that's the other thing, bro. Then
Yeah,
today there's a picture of CM Punk.
just hanging out
CM Punk hanging out. We talked about it a
with
little
Brody
bit in the
King.
beginning. He's hanging out with Brody King, and he was wearing a LA Forum sweater, or Kia Forum, whatever it's called now. He was wearing a LA Forum sweater. Where could he have gotten that from? Where do they sell those things at? Probably the Forum.
Exactly, man. He was there, bro. You asked me, bro. He was there, and
Yeah.
they're discussing that return, man. And I really hope so, man.
He might have pulled up to talk.
He might have, bro, and I hope he did, man. And from the way it looks like it, he's happy. So hopefully it went well, man.
Yes, and I hope the next media scrum we can address this issue, and CM Punk can say how sorry he is. So,
Say, bro, the next time he's on one of those things, it'll be the funniest shit in the world.
oh, it's gonna be so hilarious, bro. You know he's gonna be making so many references.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, and it looks like
he's
his arm
taking
is.
jabs at himself.
Yeah, it looks like his arm's not in a sling anymore. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's interesting, bro. It's really interesting.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
Yeah, man, and that's pretty much everything we got for you guys today, man. That's pretty much everything we got for you guys today. Thank you, guys, bro. On a real note, man, thank you guys for the boost in subs we got today. A lot of you guys showed up and seemed to have liked the content, bro. So I
Thank you,
can
guys.
truly appreciate you guys. Truly appreciate you guys, man. From the bottom of my heart, man. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to our OGs, Bell, Logan, Geck, Durante. You guys know how it is, man. JT in the comments. We always know it. We know you're watching, bro. We know you're watching on the replay. And I know you work late, man. So maybe you watch us on all platforms, bro. So with that, thank you guys so much, and thank you to everybody that this is your first time watching the Notorious Seals podcast, the IWC's best kept secret, the uncrowned kings of the IWC, right here where the charisma lies, bro. So with that, man, that is going to do it for this edition of the Newsman. Again, thank you guys so much for the boost in subs, and thank you guys for finding out about us. Thank you guys so much, man. It really means the world to me. And with that, man, that is going to be it for this episode, man. It has been always a pleasure for this edition of the Notorious Hills podcast. And thank you, Geck, for making the show that much better, bro. This show wouldn't be this show without you guys, bro. You guys make it all that
Not at
much
all.
more enjoyable. So
Exactly.
thank you guys so much, man. Thank you guys so much. And it has been always a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
And Sir K.
And that is going to do it for another great edition of the news. Please, we might see you guys on Monday, but with the world of WWE, who fucking knows what's going to happen? Seriously, who knows when we'll see you guys next? But the plan is right now to see you guys Monday, man. So with that, thank you guys so much. Thank you. We love you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And the plan is to see you on Monday, but we will see you when we see you.
Peace.
I used to get deals on the bitch. Now I throw shields on the dick to stop me from that HIV shit. And niggas know they soft like a Twinkie fillin', playing the villain, prepare for this rap killing. Biggie Smalls is the illest. Your style is played out like Arnold, and that's what you talking about, Willis. The thrill is gone. The black Frank White is here to excite. Throw dick to dice. Bitches are like I'm brainless. Guns are like I'm stainless steel. I want the fucking fortune like the wheel. I squeeze cats till my clips is empty. Don't tempt me. You don't want the fuck
Here I am, I'll be damned if this ain't some shit. Time to spread the butter lyrics over harmony grit. It's the mood killer death trap. Yes, Cause I'm a jet black ninja. Coming where you rest at, surrender. Step inside the ring, use the number one contender. Looking cold booty like your pussy in December. Nigga, stop bitching, button up your lippin'. From method, all you gettin' is a can of ass whipping. Hey, I be kicking. You son, you doing